What is up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news and stats after week 2 of our Chicago Cougars franchise. The Cougars lost to the New York Jets in a heartbreaker last week. I think I said it during the game. It was probably the loss that hit me the hardest throughout this entire series. I was so bummed. I don't know what's going on with the D-Pack. They have been struggling this year when so many of them, they're big playmakers, but the defense has been absolutely atrocious. I mean, wide receivers are so open that they can stand still and there will be nobody near them. I don't know. I've just never dealt with that before, so I need to figure out a way to change things up a little bit. If I can get some suggestions from y'all for maybe a good defense to use, a defensive like formation, defensive playbook type thing, you know, I think it's time to switch it up. Granted, it's only been 2 games, but it's been so horrible. It's like unbearable. Like, playing that is so frustrating. But everything else seems to be going okay. Our offense probably had the best game we've had yet. So I was so stoked to see Joswiak clicking with the wide receivers. Frank Gore had like 17 catches. It was ridiculous. But that was awesome. Anyway, let's get on to this episode. And there is good news on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen. I have some huge news, and it is a surprise, but I figure we'll turn it into a little bit of a game. A certain player has been released by his team. This player is one of the best defensive players. I don't know what this is. One of the best defensive players in the NFL. Why he was released is beyond me. I don't really know. I can't figure it out. He's young. He has like an injury that's going to last another week or 2. Nothing serious. But to add to it, there's like a glitch with this game every once in a while where if you go to free agency or whatever and you look at players, their overall is going to be lower than what it would be if they were on your team. I don't know if this is a scheme thing or I don't know what it is. I've noticed it throughout the game, though, and with other things. I'll sign a player and he'll be ranked this, and I look at my depth chart and he's all of a sudden ranked a lot higher or ranked lower. I don't know. Anyway, this player is ranked lower in free agency than what he really is. So I'm about to sign one of the best defensive players in the NFL for an extremely cheap contract. So what I want from you guys to play along with this game, if you choose to accept, go ahead and put down which defensive player you think it might be. You know, don't spoil it. Don't watch till the end and go back and say it. Like, just right now. I'll reveal at the end of the episode who it is we are about to sign. But just to make a game, I want to see if anybody can get it right. So if you get it right, you might get like a shout out in the next video, the first person to guess. I don't know. I mean, there's no real way for me to prove it that you got it right, I guess. You could just fast forward to the end and then go back and, oh, no, I know. I guess there's no way for me to find out. But anyway, I think it'll be a fun game just to see if anybody can get it. I will reveal it at the end. We will sign this player. Let's go ahead and look at the draft stories. Xavier Williams shines in a blowout loss to West Virginia. All right, he's still a player I'm kind of intrigued by. I like defensive players. He doesn't fit the D-Pack, though, so I don't know. We'll see. DeJuan Robbins and Calvin Smith team up with a fumble and an interception to blank Illinois. Wow, they shut Illinois out? That's awesome. I like defensive players a lot, so that's really cool. I do need some more linebackers, a middle linebacker to replace Ray Lewis. Inexperienced Temple defensive tackle Deion Marcus dinged for repeat encroachment penalties. He was the guy who was the circus strongman. So it makes sense. Washington's former track athlete Clifford Franklin shines on special teams, returns a punt 89 yards. Alright, all these players have weird roster numbers, weird numbers for what position they play. And I think we've already seen this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we've seen all those. Okay, so moving forward, I've already progressed players and everything like that. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stats from around the league. And then we'll check out the players and all that stuff. And then we will sign the player. Oh, I'm so excited. He's going to help our defense a lot. All right. Ryan Tannehill leading the way in passer rating. He only has 159 yards passing, though. And look at this. Geno Smith and Andy Dalton, the 2 quarterbacks we faced. Of course they are ranked up here because they both destroyed my defense. I seriously need to figure out what's going on. I think Geno Smith went for 545 yards against me, which if you look, outside of the elite quarterbacks, he's pretty much passed for more yards in one game than all of the rest of them. Like, it's really crazy. I definitely need to figure this out. So, hopefully I can figure out our defense soon because that's just unacceptable. Passing touchdowns, 7 for Peyton Manning to go with 0 interceptions, 6 for Tom Brady. They've been going head-to-head for so long now. Aaron Rodgers with 5 and E.J. Manuel with 5. E.J. Manuel led the Buffalo Bills to the Super Bowl and won it in his rookie season. I still cannot believe that. That's crazy. Rushing the ball, Adrian Peterson leading the way, of course. He always seems to be. Let's see, rushing average. It's too hard to tell with rushing average because they'll show those guys with small sample sizes. But anyway, rushing touchdowns. Let's check this out. Jamal Charles leading the way there. Frank Gore with 2, and then Noshawn Moreno with 2. I like to see our 2 guys up there. And still need to get Frank Gore some more carries. I don't like that he only has 11 carries. I'd like to get him some more. But obviously receiving the ball, as you can tell, he's having a doing a great job doing that. He had 17 in the second game. That's absolutely crazy. Looking down the list, Jordy Nelson, Emmanuel Sanders with the Panthers now. Okay, that's an interesting signing by them. I believe they kept Steve Smith in this game. I could be wrong. I think they still have Steve Smith, though. Mohamed Sanu. Doing very, very well over there for the Bengals. Obviously, he killed me. And I know if I look at receiving yards, I already know who's going to be number 1. If I had to guess. Yep, Santonio Holmes. I knew it. He absolutely torched us. Went for like 220 against us. Something ridiculous like that. Defensively, DJ Williams still leading the way with tackles. Derek Johnson behind him. Paris Harrelson up there at 3rd. Let's go ahead and check out the sacks here. Bruce Carter from North Carolina. Okay, so it wasn't Quentin Coples. It was Bruce Carter. I knew it was some guy from North Carolina recently. Quentin Groves with 4 as well. Interceptions, let's check this out. 3 for Ladarius Webb. A bunch of players with 2. Fumbles forced. Let's check this out. Just a lot with 1. Fumbles recovered. Again, just a few with 1. Blocks. Nope. Safeties. And it's still only showing the 1. It's not showing the Bengals 1 against me. I don't know why. Defensive touchdowns. Derek Johnson with 2. Ladarius Webb with 2. And DJ Williams with 2. Kicking. Let's go ahead and check this out. Mason Crosby leading the way. 9 for 9 with the long of 56. Tynes 7 for 7. And 6 of 7. 6 of 6. And let's find out. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Blair Walsh. 5 of 5. Long of 53 yards. Punting, it's not a big deal. Kick returns, let's see if we have any of these. Deshaun Jackson had one for the Eagles. And Gio Bernard! Yes, sir! Well done. I love Gio Bernard. I think everybody knows this by now, but well done, man. Well done. Punt returns, let's go and check this out. Percy Harvin with 2 already. Wow. He's definitely giving them a boost. Not that they need one. We'll go ahead and check out awards really fast. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, I suppose. Awards. Weekly awards. Corey Lemonois. 3 sacks, an interception, and a touchdown. The 49ers defense, that gives them at least 3 touchdowns through the first 3 games. That's crazy. Or through the first 2 games. Von Miller, 3 sacks. Geno Smith, 549 yards. That is unacceptable. Cam Newton, 277, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Now, we did only allow Geno Smith to pass for 2 touchdowns, which, considering the amount of yards he had, really, you know, that's not bad at all. But getting that many yards, just unacceptable, especially because we lost in overtime on a bomb that led to a field goal. On to the big news, the big signing, the big kahuna. Not that, I don't know what the big kahuna works into the equation there. But anyway, on to the big news. I need to cut somebody before I sign this player. And unfortunately, Burton is going to be the casualty. He just really has not played at all for me since we've had him. I do have to take a little bit of a hit there. And now I have to go sign somebody. But guys, here it is. Like, I wonder if anybody guessed it correctly. It'll be interesting to see if somebody did. And I don't know why this guy was released. But here we go, guys. Geno Atkins. Why was Geno Atkins released? Why was Geno Atkins released? I don't know. Look at this. And I'm getting him for $900,000. That's it. He's not even going to make $1 million. I don't know how. And then, I just hope I can re-sign him. I don't know. I don't know why this guy's a free agent right now. I don't know why the Bengals cut him. As you can see, he is hurt. I checked it out. He's only hurt for like another week or 2. But signed player. Do you want to sign? Yes, I do. Very much so. Geno Atkins has been signed to a 1-year contract, and it says he's a left end, which I think is a little bit weird. I don't really think that's the case. I think he's a defensive tackle. But let's go ahead and manage our depth chart here. Go ahead and fix this one up a little bit and kind of see where he's going to fit into the equation on our defense. Now, is he still listed as a defensive tackle? No, yeah, he's listed as a left end. But we have Kerrigan there. I'm happy with Andre Branch here. So what I think I'm going to do is put Geno Atkins at the defensive tackle spot. So we will move everybody up accordingly here, just so it doesn't throw everything off. And when he comes back, he will be our starter at defensive tackle. If I just choose to move him to an end position later, I will. But I kind of love the idea of him being at defensive tackle. I believe that's what he plays for the Bengals. I don't know why he's listed as a left end here. I might be able to change that, actually. Let's go see if I can change that really quick. I know certain positions you can change throughout the regular season, and then some you can't. Or maybe you just can't, period. I don't really know. Now, see, it's not showing him up here. Is it showing him as an 80 because he's hurt? Is that why he's down here? Like he's an 80 while he's hurt, maybe? I don't know. Edit player. Let's see if I can change the position. Nope, I can only do left end or right end. I'll just change it at the end of the season if I can sign him. But anyway, I don't know why he was a free agent. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm so glad to have him on this team. And yeah, moving forward, we definitely got some solid players on this defense. I don't know what's going on with our cornerbacks. Hopefully they get it together by this next game. Please leave any suggestions you guys have as to how to fix this problem in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for all the support you guys have given me, and I will see you next time as we take on the Tennessee Titans. Later.